So the last time I talked about Corepunk was all the way back in December. They had just recently debuted their trailer and people were really excited with what they saw, for the most part anyway. The main issue people had with the game was its pace of the combat, but that is of minor concern considering they addressed that relatively quickly. Since then, people have repeatedly asked for information regarding the game. And as of April 3rd, 2020, the team behind Corepunk have given us just that in their first quarterly update of 2020. I will be the first to admit here, I love it when developers give us small little quarterly informational updates regarding what they've been working on, what they have accomplished up until this point, and giving us a general overall sense of progression that has been made. There is nothing worse than developers just stringing you along for years and years, providing you nothing, providing absolutely no proof of the work that they've accomplished. Artificial Core, the developers behind the game, revealed at the time of the announcement that the game would feature the holy trinity of class archetypes, the tank, the healer, and the DPS. There would be support types as well, but support classes are normally like a hybrid of a DPS and a healer, so I'm not really sure what that would fit into. However, instead of creating your own character, you instead chose from one of several already established characters, each with their own personality, their own backstory, their own weapon specializations, and skill trees. Yes, you guys did hear that correctly, I said character. However, after extensive feedback from the community, Artificial Core realized that gender locking classes and characters was the wrong way to approach the game and would limit the freedom of who and how you wanted to play. Thus, they went on to announce that they would be removing gender locks from their characters, allowing you to not only create a character of either male or female gender, but also adding a lot of customization options such as hairstyles, facial hair, facial features, and additional colors for skin, lips, eyes, and hair. I personally know this is important to a lot of players. I do. Customization is integral to enjoyment for a lot of us, and not providing us with that creative freedom is a recipe for disinterest. Based off of the character models we've been presented with though, yeah, damn, they are looking good. Talking about the characters in specific though, they are actually referred to as heroes. While initially it was announced that Corepunk would feature 9 heroes total, there will only be 6 available during the closed beta test. I'm guessing this is due to the fact that they're focusing on getting a smaller selection ready for testing as opposed to rushing the entire roster and ultimately having them end up buggy or broken. And I am more than fine with it. I am more than happy with this choice. It's also worth noting that they did state that they have a lot to tell us, however, they'll go much further into detail during a future live stream. Speaking of, Artificial Core have confirmed that their next stream will be taking place at the beginning of May 2020. That's just next month. It'll show approximately 15 to 30 minutes worth of new gameplay footage with their next stream to follow in June, and the duration of June's stream is actually going to be several hours long as opposed to a half hour. They're also contemplating allowing streamers to play the game and stream early footage of it, but in my opinion, that is a really bad idea. Like, the last thing you guys want to do is allow people with hundreds of people watching, thousands of people watching into your game when your game is not even in a playable state yet and won't actually be in a fully playable complete state until like sometime at the end of this year if we're lucky. Please do not kill off any hype you have for the game before it even has a chance to take off. Well, yeah, I get it. Streamers are very important to increasing the general popularity of your game. At the same time, if your game just isn't ready, trust me, streamers will do much worse than just showcase a few small bugs. Interestingly though, they have opted to adopt a buy-to-play business model, battle passes, and an in-game store. While they've noted that the store won't feature any pay-to-win items, I am always very pessimistic when it comes to stores and MMOs, especially if the game isn't pay-to-play. The reason that they chose to go the buy-to-play route was due to the team not believing they can survive or grow on a pay-to-play model. And that's true, very few games can these days, with the only large MMOs being Final Fantasy XIV and World of Warcraft. They also went on to detail the world. According to the devs, they've built a large portion of the game world already, but there's still a lot more that needs doing. They're currently in the process of designing the beginning areas of the game, and that's what they're aiming to showcase in their upcoming live stream. Corepunk is an upcoming MMO set in a post-apocalyptic world featuring an eclectic fusion of genres. It has a large open world for players to explore, lots of PvE content, and various PvP types ranging from arenas to battlegrounds to open world PvP. There are a lot of heroes to choose from and a lot of playstyles to therefore enjoy. They don't have an expected release date currently, but they are planning to at least go into alpha testing before the end of this year. However, as they mentioned, they're also looking to allow streamers in before the alpha is ready, so who knows? Some of you guys might be able to play it even before it's in a semi-ready state. I just hope, I really do, that considering this shares a lot of similarities to Pagan Online, that it just isn't. Because while initially I did find Pagan Online very fun, it was not. And shortly after playing through for maybe like 6, maybe 8 hours, yeah, I came to the realization that it was very bad. Also note, for those of you interested, Corepunk is going to be launching on a PC, but that's just my opinion, my first impression of Corepunk's first big update. What do you guys think though? Let me know down in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.